Now, keeping you and your family safe. This is 2 Works For You weather, certified most accurate.
Things change dramatically between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. That dramatic change will continue during the overnight, the early morning hours. Been watching our cameras across parts of northeast Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. That's Sailboat Bridge. If your drive into work tomorrow morning takes you over a bridge, an elevated roadway, be especially concerned about that. It's cooled from below as well as up above, and any moisture, doesn't take much, will lead to a little bit of ice out there. And unfortunately, you may know how to drive, but the guy next to you in that next vehicle, he may not know how to, so be very, very careful. All right, we've been watching 2 things. The boundary that's generated a little bit of drizzle out there in way of freezing rain and some sleet, a couple of ice pellets around. So far, it's not been a big deal at all. It's been very light. That's slowly working down to the south, southeast into warmer air. Then the energy that we're watching is out to the west, and that's that wave. It's already started to generate a lot more snow across western Kansas, the Oklahoma Panhandle. That will make its way into northwest Oklahoma and move to the south and southeast. Now, I've been watching closely some of the late data, the latest information that rolls in here around 8:30. It is indicating that perhaps not as much snow, but this is interesting. This is a different computer model. It is really it's really taken off. During the early newscast, it was showing about 4.1. Now it's up to 5.3. It's not going to snow 5 inches. I can guarantee you that. But we are going to see a little bit less. I think this model is overblown. The stuff that I've been looking at indicates when I look at it and analyze it, I think we're looking at less than 3 inches across the Tulsa area, but we've got to watch it because, again, I do think the more moisture in the way of rain and freezing rain and sleet that we see, that eats up the available moisture, so the more that happens, the less snow that will come down. Here's our downtown cam, and we'll be watching these closely. Midtown cam, not seeing much on that, and the Brookside cam, again, a little bit of black ice will likely develop as the temperatures drop cooler. Right now, we're sitting up slightly above freezing. We're at 34 right now. That air is relatively dry at 24-degree dew point value. Feels like 26. The winds right now haven't kicked up, but they will by morning. Winds up around 15 to 20 miles per hour, and that temperature by morning should drop down into the low 20s. So again, here in the Tulsa area, maybe up around 3 inches. I think areas to our north could see up to 4, could even see up to 6 inches in southeast Kansas. Got an email from my old boss up in Kansas City. He said they've had 10 days with snow on the ground in the Kansas City area, and they just picked up another 6.5 inches of snow. Down to our south, not much, maybe 1, maybe up to 2 inches, but we'll see a little bit more in the way of freezing rain and sleet down to our south. Down in McAllister area over towards Stigler, you're going to have a little bit of freezing rain and some sleet by morning, but not much in the way of snow, the way it looks like right now. The late computer data does show the storm system moving in and out rather quickly. It does move out of our area early tomorrow afternoon, so the most snow that we're looking at really between midnight and about 7 o'clock in the morning, so about 7-8 hours of that stuff before the storm system rapidly zips out. Gusty northerly winds, it'll advect in very cold air. Temperatures will only be in the upper 20s and low 30s for afternoon high temperatures. Again, if we do see some snow around, if you can safely take a picture of that, please do and send it to us, weather at kjrh.com. We'll have Andy and George here tomorrow morning, and they'll show those pictures as well as have the latest on what's going on. In fact, the big newscast starts at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow, so you'll know what's out there. Our temperatures now are cooling off a little bit. The freezing line just up to our north, to the northwest of Tulsa, and back down to north of Oklahoma City. North of that, already seeing the freezing air, and that cold air will continue to move down to the south. We'll be in the teens and 20s with snow expected by morning, and we'll see and again, in the Tulsa area, maybe up to 2 to 3 inches of snow. 20 degrees in the morning, and then for the afternoon, we'll see a temperature of 26. But the storm system is rapidly going to be moving out in the afternoon. 20s and 30s, a cold, raw day, with the temperatures dropping down into the single digits by Friday morning. 41 on Saturday. Sunday, another quick-moving system moves in. 40% chance of snow lingering into Monday morning. Tuesday, 42, and Wednesday, 43. So what I'm looking at says less snow than what maybe it looked like during the 6 o'clock newscast. That is always changing. We'll be here overnight. We're not going to leave the weather center. We'll have someone here until this thing moves out.